Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for January 5th, 2026. So we just got back from the walk. You know, it was nice. It was colder than yesterday, but it was nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you guys seen? I woke up this morning and I looked on the phone. I think everybody does that, right? It's probably not a good idea. I think it's best that you get up and you don't go on the phone for like an hour or 30 minutes. It's some amount of time they recommend. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't though. It's because I woke up extra early, like 5. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. So, and I was looking on there, and that guy, Deepak Chopra, is in the Epstein files. Oh my God. I read one of that guy's books, the God book. I think it was a pretty good book. But yeah, you see, you don't know who you can trust. I'm telling you, I say this all the time to people. Just like around here, they're going to act all nice and they're liars. They're lying, they're fakes. That's why I do my own thing. I got my own little spiritual stuff going on, my own little religious stuff. But yeah, I was never really into, the kind of some of that stuff they do anyways, you know. I just some of the stuff that they do over there, or like in California, like I've never really been into that. Some stuff, okay, sounds logical. Even with that, like it's got to be logical. You know what I mean? That's why I got my own ideas when it comes to the Bible. It's got to be logical. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, you know, dang, I wonder what's gonna happen with that guy. And then the Clintons, right? They're showing up to the courts. At least they're showing up. Why isn't the other guy? Why isn't anybody else showing up, right? So messed up right now. I can't wait till all this is over. This big old mess. They need to, really get rid of all these people who are, in politics, who are on that side, because it's obvious. All the truth about them is coming out right now. And it doesn't even matter what state you're in, where you're from. It doesn't matter. The truth about these individuals' characteristics is right here. It's right there in front of your face, how they are. It might not be exactly one way, but sure enough, if you compare it, whether the situation is different or not, it's still the same. It's still the same corruption, you know. What can you do? Just sit and wait and see, you know. Kind of sucks that, people have to go through stuff and they ain't even doing nothing, right? They're not even doing nothing. They're just chilling. Ugh. So disappointed in this town, in this county, you know. I should have looked deeper into it. But, God brings us to places for some reasons, I guess, I found this mistake, and like a whole bunch of people here, they're like against me. Not everybody. Not everybody. But a select few. But you know who those ones are, right? Those are the corrupt ones. They're involved somehow. Because everybody else is like, yeah, keep going. Yeah, well. Right now it's just come to the point where it's just like fun to mock them, It's just come to that point. It's just fun to mock how stupid they are. That's all it's come down to, just petty stuff. No, unless I get a phone call or anything, but I doubt they're gonna call me because they're afraid to. They're afraid to call me to tell me what's going on or send me anything because they're afraid I'm gonna put it online, and I am. I am. You know what I mean? But they're afraid to do that because they're doing corrupt stuff over here. So. What can you do? Except for, vote all these people out, get them fired from their jobs in when it comes to the city, because they're not helping. They're stealing from you. They're stealing from you right here. For me, not a lot, but from everyone else, especially the ones who have a lot of people in their house, families, whatever. They're stealing from you. Hmm. I see my neighbor hasn't been home for a while, so that's good for her. They're not going to be able to steal from her or any of people from her home while she's not there, right? But they can do it from everybody else, you know? Hmm. And then I see people coming up to their homes with cases of water. They have to buy these cases of water just to drink water. Just to drink water. Because they send a letter out. It's like a fake letter, like a fake document that's all jumbled up and confusing, and they say on there in like big letters, your water is safe. It's not. It's not safe. So they're putting everyone's life here at risk. I mean, I tell them, and all they can do is what they can do, because, like I said before, like a lot of people here, they don't have a lot of money. They can't just put up water systems in their homes. That's fucked up. And that's why, their family members are dying or passing away and stuff like that, because the water is not clean. And they get these cancers or illnesses or whatever from it, and then there you go, another person gone. I bet they're waiting for the people to die off here. Maybe that's what their plan is in the long term. We'll just wait till they all die off and we just take their land. That's messed up. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. That was just some weird thoughts I was having. Because I do remember one person mentioning to me that they wanted to take his land for some reason. I don't remember why or anything, but it's kind of messed up. They want to monopolize the town. They already are by stealing from every person in the town, even the police officers here. Yeah. I haven't had any problems with the police officers, to be honest with you, because they're not involved in any of the nothing here. And when I did have any involvement, when I went to their offices over there, they were very nice, very kind, tried to give me information if I needed help and everything. Yeah. Anyways, what do they think? It's like super troopers over here, right? It wasn't the sheriffs against the police. It's probably why they don't want the police around here, because the police may find them doing something wrong. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's all I have. Nothing really exciting. The day looks nice, though. But we're probably just going to hang around here. We'll go on our midday walk. I don't know where we're going to go yet. Haven't chosen the spot, but kind of thinking about a spot. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm Mona, Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for January 5th, 2026, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.